Alright, welcome back.
I'm back. Parting gift.
The hearts joined to yours.
What?
Oh no. He
Find
stole
the
my
hearts
necklace.
joined to yours?
Careful.
Is young Xehanort a good guy? What's going on here?
He might be.
Here goes.
Well, he might be. He's young Xehanort. He hasn't been corrupted by the greeds of capitalism yet.
I guess.
Oh my god, it's a
This
fucking
is-
car playmat.
This is so fitting. I love it.
What a car playmat, baby.
Baby! Okay.
Did you ever, like... I can't remember where I saw it, but there's a guy who had an awesome post where it was just like, can you believe my wife wants me to get rid of this? And his whole fucking carpet was
What's
like
the playmat?
was the playmat. Fucking so good.
Do you remember the rug that was in my bedroom
Yes.
at my parents' place?
Yes, I do.
It was like the golf. It was like a little golf thing.
Yep.
I still haven't gotten around to taking that out of that room. So it's still at my parents' house. It's just in a different room. But I'm like, I want to take this because it's dumb.
You should take it and put it right.
Right there in the living room.
Yeah, right in the living room. I was gonna say you should put it at the end of the bed in the bedroom. Really.
It's already run.
Really have it pull the space together.
Oh no. Oh god.
Oh, dude, put it in the closet. That way you can play in there with no shame.
Yes. Agreed.
It'd be great. It's like, it'd be great, don't worry about it.
I think you said this the other day, a previous time when you came to my house.
Yeah.
You were like, dude, it's weird because, like, the more and more of your house is just becoming pop culture shit.
Yes, it's becoming pop culture shit, yeah. It's true.
You said that, I think, one of the previous times you came through the house.
Yeah. That's because every time I go over, there's more and more pop culture shit, like, laying around.
Yeah, we gotta cut down on the weird junk that we got. So, you'll appreciate this. So I finally put out, like, my boxes of, like, old Legos and old the action figure stuff.
Yeah.
So I got all my Bionicles, Chris.
Oh, nice.
I also found my giant Mega Man.
Oh, hell yeah.
And some other things, and all the Pokemon figures I had. So now there's all these Pokemon figures, and
Hell yeah.
so
I still got all mine. Mine are just sitting in a box, though.
yeah.
I don't have any. Like, it's funny, with all the shit that I do have displayed, there's so much shit that I have just laying in fucking drawers and boxes that I'm like, I should
the
put
little
these
model
somewhere.
kits, I
Yeah.
found out they made some for Pokemon. So I have Arceus now,
Of course.
and I also have a Gardevoir.
Of course,
So I'm
of course
like,
you're a
that's-
Gardevoir.
Well, those were the only two models that were there, so I bought this.
Yeah, no, of course.
Of course.
Yes, of course it's the reason.
I thought about getting more, because, like...
But Stark, you already
Lucario.
played Smash and Pass. You already admitted to it. You
Yeah, I
guys
mean,
are
of
just-
course. I would totally smash Arceus. It is the god of Pokemon. He told me to find the hearts that were connected to me.
I'm sorry. What? I wanted to get you back to the real world.
This is the real world.
It does seem that we're trapped here.
We'll never get home.
Yeah.
But-
stuck like pigs.
Our position appears fixed.
We're pinned down!
We're put down!
A shame we'll have to stay a little longer with our new best friends.
But we gotta go too.
We're not quite ready to say so long.
You guys.
I'm
And then
sorry
Woody
for
summons his
being
stand,
so-
snake in my boot.
Please forgive me.
With the
Yes.
stand ability to put snakes into anyone's clothes.
You were just looking out for your friends. No biggie.
There's a galactic sail, Chris.
Be the sensible one.
it's like JoJo villains at their finest. Snake in my boot with the ability to turn people's socks into snakes, whose only weakness is not wearing socks.
But that's a super pet.
Some JoJo stand fights feel like that, man.
What's your stand power? They drop construction equipment on people.
We'll never see you again,
Oh,
right?
fuck. JoJo is weird.
What about Andy?
JoJo's fucking hysterical. My favorite is the one where one of the girls' stands was like, she can make you magnetized, but only if you touch an outlet. Her outlet. It's like so specifically stupid it makes no sense.
Oh, dude. JoJo is so dumb. And I think we've talked about it. I think it was in the Kingdom Hearts Let's Play, but I think it was a previous game.
Yeah.
The creator was just like,
Join you on that mission.
it's about drawing beautiful women and men, right?
Because
And the guy's just like,
part of our hearts.
yeah, but mostly the men.
It's mostly bad. I love it because there's like a joke image going around that was just like,
Us become a part of yours.
it was like,
Oh, a part of a heart. That's gross.
oh, that's what it was. It was One Piece, and it's like, I like to think out my plots like chapters ahead. And then fucking it goes to Naruto, and Naruto's like, you think out chapters ahead? I think out like, a couple issues ahead. And then it goes to DBZ, and it's just like, you think a couple of issues ahead? I just kind of go with the flow. And then it's just like, and it shows the writer of JoJo, and he's just like, wait, you guys think? It's like...
Yep. Yeah, I think I saw that one
I
too.
love that one.
I got a trophy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's silly.
Oh, man. This power of this loading screen is immense.
They did Neji dirty in Naruto.
Okay, alright. Can we
talk about this?
I gotta talk about this a little bit. I'll wait for the cutscenes, but, like, I do want to bring this up. Because I've been going through a weird binge for a while.
What's the matter?
The fuck did you even say?
I was thinking.
I forgot how normal Sora looked for a little bit there.
Well, it has been 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. Yenzo's working on a way to get him free.
Yeah, I
I'll
forgot
bet you
about that.
he's got the perfect body all lined up.
Robot man.
The gummy phone,
What?
Sora. Why don't you try giving him a call?
I guess so.
But
And
how
then
does
he's fucking dead.
smartphones work?
Why not?
You don't understand. When I was born, there were still flip phones. What is this?
Fucking full hand in his face.
Hey, what? Wrong number?
No. Rico and I are visiting Radiant Garden.
I'd rather be playing as Riku right now.
You guys.
Feels like a better plot.
I'd rather be playing Riku. Oh, don't worry, Derek. That's what the spin-off / DLC will be about.
No.
Riku's story.
No, it's not. You're just playing the game that we were just in.
Wait for the spin-off then.
Wait for Kingdom Hearts 4.
No, wait for Kingdom Hearts, Immense Darkness, Journey Within, or some bullshit name like that, where you
where we
play
fuck
as
Darkmon?
Riku and Mickey Mouse. You've got your wish. We're now playing as Riku.
Oh, good.
Maybe.
Replicas. Well,
Dude,
replicas are basically.
Is this just me, or is this Riku's best design yet, actually?
It really
This
is.
is way
He looks
cooler
fucking
looking
dope,
than
right?
fucking, yeah, like, this is way cooler than he's had previously.
The previous organization.
My jacket and shirt are finally long enough to cover my
realistic
midriff.
vessels to play parts in.
Yeah,
They're
with the
so
replicas.
real, in fact, that you'd actually mistake them for people. And with
Oh
hearts.
no! Do I need to go into Blade Runner mode? I gotta start killing replicants?
Yep.
Will Roxas look like himself when he's recompleted?
Yup. The replica takes the form of the heart inside it.
You know what I like about Blade Runner is that Blade Runner came out, and then fucking every cyberpunk story
Had
from
robot
the
humanoids.
next 3 years was like, well, we gotta do that again.
You guys think they're into replicas too?
Nope, they definitely said a black box.
But what if Sora's the
that?
replica?
The
Actually, it was just Maleficent. The organization was not looking for no black box.
Aw, it's okay. But there's something you guys should know about one of their members. So let the rest of us worry about Roxas and Naminé for now. You journey on and keep an
Wow, I
eye
could have
out
really
for
used
Terra.
that recap because we have not played this in a while and I don't remember who they met last.
They don't change, do they?
Nope, that's their best quality.
They're fucking dumb.
Well, in the vestments for Kyrie and Axel. Let's go stop by Ansem the Wisest.
With the addition of Kyrie and Axel, we'll still be outnumbered by Organization 13.
Not if we get all the people of light or whatever the bullshit it is.
Don't worry, we'll get the princesses of Heart, Light.
Light, darkness.
Heart, Light, Darkness.
Sora, Donald Dubuque.
What do they do again?
Yes.
Are they even characters?
Nope.
Bring me the princesses of
Gummy missions.
Oh boy, how gummalicious. Make the boys go crazy. Okay, actually, no, I want to talk about Naruto. Fucking, so...
You talk.
I've been, I've been rewatching the original Naruto in compilation reaction videos.
Yeah,
which
I understand completely.
Yeah,
actually.
you know what I mean. Like, which my sister is like, that is like the worst fucking way to watch something, and I disagree completely. There's something immensely entertaining about watching a horde of like 10 fucking people all having the same reaction to like cliffhangers and fucking twists and turns in the plot and shit is so much fun. Because I have watched Naruto like seven fucking times growing up. Because they would re-air that shit all the time. So watching people react to it the first time is so much fun to me. Because it really brings back the joy of like, yeah, I remember when I saw this the first time and had this reaction. But it's really making me realize like, it's really making me realize how good Naruto was and how fucking bad Shippuden really is.
Shippuden is great, Chris.
Shippuden was terrible. Well, the problem with, like, okay, so Naruto is consistent in its bullshit, right? Like, they explain how the rules work, and when something new comes up, they explain it, and it makes perfect sense. And then Shippuden comes around, and they just retcon everything every, like, 30 episodes. There's a new retcon that completely disregards everything that it built up to.
No!
And drives me fucking nuts.
No! I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, they had nice, consistent lore in Naruto. They were like, this is how chakra works, and these are the gates, and this is how the gates work, and the fucking... and they're like, and here's the Nine-Tailed Fox Demon. He's a bad guy because he wants to destroy the villains. And then, like... And then fucking... and, like, here's the Byakugan, and the Sharingan, and, like... And then they're just like... And then fucking Shippuden just, like, double backs on everything, where they're just like, oh, the Sharingan's more powerful than the Byakugan. The Sharingan existed before the Byakugan existed.
But...
fucking... The Nine-Tailed Fox is a good person the whole time. Fucking...
But that's not how it works.
Yeah. Like, when they first introduced the Byakugan, they were like, it's more powerful than the Sharingan. In fact, people believe the Sharingan is a derivative of the Bakugan. Of the Byakugan.
But that's not how it works.
Was. And then they were just like, nah, fuck that. Sharingan's more powerful. It existed before it. Like,
that's not how that works.
And then they just made it. And then they just made the Sharingan consistently more and more bullshit as the fucking plot progresses to the point where you're just like, so how does it ever lose? Like ever? Like, and they're like, oh well, it loses if the Renegon shows up, and it's like, the fuck is the Renegon? The eye that's more powerful than the Sharingan. And it's like, who fucking cares at that point? At that point, I'm like, who fucking cares? Everything is bullshit and made up, and the plot makes no sense. Anyways.
Tell me how you really feel, Chris.
I feel like they half-assed the entire thing. Anyways.
I agree.
But, like, because I always say that to people, because people were like, oh yeah, Naruto, Shippuden is so good. I'm like, no, Shippuden sucks. Naruto is the shit. Shippuden is garbage. Tell me how you really feel.
Yeah, no, it's bad. But they did my boy Neji dirty.
Like, it's like the opposite of what I feel like for Dragon Ball, where people are like, Dragon Ball Z is amazing. You're like, yes, Dragon Ball Z is amazing. Ball was alright. It was pretty good, but it wasn't fucking Z. Z was awesome. Yeah. It's like the complete opposite of that. It's like... See, Dragon Ball had retcons, but Dragon Ball's retcons felt like they worked in the universe because they just didn't tell you enough to really engage in it. Like, Goku had a tail, but they never told you why. So they didn't have to retcon that he was a in space alien later. They just never explained it.
They did, but, it's not important why.
Yeah. Well, they never explained why he had the tail. They found him and he had a tail. That was it.
Yeah.
That was the entire explanation. So when they were like, you have a tail because you're a fucking alien, you were like, yeah, alright.
Checks
Makes
out.
about as much sense as anything else.
Checks out.
It wasn't like, no, it's bullshit. They told me that he came from fucking...
Checks out.
That right there is what we call... so that's what the pyramids look like underneath. Anyways.
Yes.
Oh, man. But yeah, I've been rewatching Naruto, and man, I've been rewatching Naruto in a group setting, and there's nothing more satisfying in the world than watching people who've never watched Naruto before watch the fucking Rock Lee Gaara fight.
That's...
Right? It's the best shit ever. And I'm watching people react to it, and they're talking about how good it is and shit, and like at the end when it happens, they're like so invested, and I'm just like, congratulations, you just watched the peak of Naruto. It never gets any better. It literally never gets better than that fight. That's the peak of the whole show. Stop watching now, you're good. But you know what I did forget though? Because of how good the fucking Rock Lee Gaara fight is?
What?
I forgot how good the fucking Neji and Hinata fight is, and this is why I wanted to talk about this when you brought up Neji. Okay, so I don't know how much of it you remember, because it's kinda insignificant in the grand scheme of everything that happens in the next, 3 episodes.
Yes.
But they literally build up the fact that they're just... the build-up is so fucking good. They have Kiba being rolled out, and Kiba just goes to fucking Hinata, and he's like, listen... If you get paired up with Gaara or Neji, drop the fuck out. Yeah. It's like, just don't even engage, just surrender. Which is probably the best advice anyone has ever given anyone in that fucking show. Unlike Naruto, but I'll get to that. So, she gets paired up with Neji, and because she's stupid, she goes, I'm gonna fight Neji. Which is another redcon I hate, by the way. Because the whole reason she was outcasted in Shippuden is because she didn't go for the killing blow on her sister because she's too nice. So her sister beat her, and then she's exiled for being a fucking crappy study and losing to her younger sister, who she was clearly better than thanks to flashbacks. Thanks, Shippuden, for ruining the fucking lore.
She's too soft.
Which means that's what it is. Yeah, which means that she would totally have beat Neji then if she could have handled her sister, as her sister is considered a fucking OG prodigy on the level of Neji. Fucking nonsensical, anyways. And hate Shippuden. In fairness, I think it was filler and wasn't actually in the original manga, but I still hate it. So, fucking, so she goes and fights Neji, and Neji's just like, you should surrender because I'm going to murder you. And she's like, I am not going to do that. And he's like, time to murder you.
So I started murdering.
So they have a whole fight going, and she's holding her own, and she seems like she's on point with Neji. And then they go for the killing blow, and of course Neji hits her right in her fucking, stupid heart, because who needs that? Fucking... And she lands the blow perfectly. And
then she's just like, I love you, Naruto!
But only her heart explodes. Because
Neji knows what he's doing.
Neji hit all her fucking chakra points and stopped her from fucking using her fucking chakra blast in mid-fucking fight. Because he's a badass. And then, at this point, she has now been struck in the heart, she's dying, she's spitting up blood, she cannot use her own technique. And she should absolutely surrender. And here comes Naruto, full stale, fucking the mad lad he is, telling her, don't give up, kill that fucker, believe it. He gives her the courage to keep fighting, and she keeps fighting, and she gets fucking wrecked again. And at this point, Naruto encourages her again to keep going, and I'm like, Naruto, you were gonna fucking kill her.
Believe it.
Like, I remember even the first time I watched that, my reaction was, Naruto, you're gonna fucking kill this girl. Like, shut the fuck up.
Oh.
And then Neji goes to absolutely fucking murder her, and literally every single Genin stops him at the same time, and he's like, oh, I see special treatment, simps, and takes off.
Yep.
Rapunzel.
Let
down your
long hair.
pubes. Derek's like, I don't want to laugh at that, but fuck you. It was funny.
Those lights appear every year on my birthday. Only on my birthday. And I can't help but feel like they're meant for me.
Because they are.
Okay, so I get that the long hair is for a practical purpose, but there is no fucking way this wouldn't be the most annoying shit in the world.
Oh, it would be.
Yeah.
It would be. Also, it's magic hair. Like, hair doesn't grow that long. Even if you don't cut it for, I think, the entire life. It wouldn't be that long.
That is true. You can get your hair pretty long, though.
You can.
The trick is you cut an inch off of it, and it grows back faster, actually, weirdly enough.
Yeah, because of the follicles and weird stuff of that.
Yeah. So the trick to...
That's why the people who get their haircuts every other week are fucking scrubs, because you're just paying money to get your haircut more often.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, I got a friend who, like, goes to a fucking... not a barber. What's the fancy one? The ones that girls go to?
Supercuts?
Well, I mean, like...
Salons.
Salons, that's it. He goes to a salon to get his hair done up right, like, every time. Like, to the perfect cut and how he likes it styled and shit. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, perfect length, perfect style, cut. And I'm just like... Why?
And I go to that little barber shop that's down the street from my parents' house that I've been going to for 5 years, and it cost me $20, if that, with a tip, to get my hair cut.
I mean, that's like every place, though.
Yeah.
But in fair, I mean,
except if you go to a salon, and then it's $600.
Well, if you go to... You can go to a salon and get it really cheap.
Yeah.
Too. It's just...
You just don't have the wash it.
It's just people don't.
You don't have the washer hair for you.
Yeah. Well, because normally they have them doing, like, a bunch of shit. It's, like, being styled in a specific way or dyed or
dyed, washed, you know.
They do all this extra shit. Because, like, I just go to the Supercuts in town. Because it's, you know, close and fucking... I don't care. But I literally go there and just get a fucking buzz cut every time, and it's, like...
Yeah, I think you have gotten one, I think, since the last time I saw you.
Yeah.
Granted, it's been, like, 3 weeks for us.
Yeah. So I just get it shaved, and then fucking I hand them $20, and I'm like,
keep the tip.
Yeah, keep. I'm always
keep
like, I always just hand them $20. I'm like, keep the change, and they're like, oh, all right, because I think it's like fucking $6 or something, and I'm just giving them like a huge tip because I'm like, whatever. I get my haircut once a year, like whatever.
Yeah. It's funny because like you give a tip to people, and you know, I don't know about you, and you probably are similar. I'm a generous tipper because I know how the world works. You don't get paid shit.
I tip the average.
Generous tip within reason.
Yeah, I tip generously actually, unless it's restaurants where I tip the average. And the reason I do that is because I think waiters should get better jobs. Yeah. Stop working as a waiter. If your job is begging for money, get a better job. Apply yourself and get a real fucking job that pays real fucking money. Not a job that can pay you legally under minimum wage.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Like, you're an idiot.
I really don't like that. You know, they can pay you, what, $4 or something in this state?
Yeah.
When the average
it's,
is
I think it's $6. But yes, it's stupid low.
But it's like, that's way too low.
Yeah. It's absurdly low. And in fairness, they make better money than a minimum wage job because of the tips. That's why they don't leave. Which is why I don't like encouraging them. Yeah.
Which is why when people are like, yeah, there wasn't too many tips because, you know, the pandemic, I was just like, yeah, then why did you get a new job in?
Yeah, no, like, the irony is that if waiters stopped doing that, they could get paid minimum wage and get tips. If they were smart and refused to work for minimum wage, unless it was they got minimum wage. But they won't, because they're dumb. Because they were making good enough money, so they don't care. Anyways, let's call it here. We'll pick it up in the next pro. See you guys then. Peace.